Hey guys, it's the YouTuber whose hairstyle changes with every single video. It's me. And today, I'm back with whatever this is in front of me. I think the webcam shook for a second. This right here is a hide-and-seek map. It's a really good one. You guys might remember the first hide-and-seek map we played a while ago. Cuban Games, or Cubes and Games. He rebrands like every 6 months. I keep forgetting the name, but anyway, Cubes and Games. He made a video a while ago where we played on a map. We called it Hide and Fart. This is just a weird name we made at the time, and we worked on that map for years straight, and it got really big. And I decided to make a sequel on Java Edition. So here it is right here. This is Hide and Fart 2. And sorry if my microphone is sounding weird because the microphone jack, some of the prongs inside it are kind of screwed up. But it wouldn't be a proper MC Creeper video without some audio-visual issues, right? The map is huge, by the way. Well, I mean, it's not as big as the previous one, but it's a lot more dense, at least in my opinion. So, yeah, there's tons of different aspects to it, and I'm going to show you all of them. I got all the stuff I need for this. I got my giant scrambled Rubik's Cube and my mysterious black water. Note to self, don't touch the mysterious black water. Alright, so there's tons of stuff here. This map is actually fully ready to go, and we might work on it later. So first of all, this is the oof button. It just kills you immediately. So yeah, anyways, you might not want to touch that. But anyways, if you want to, just make sure to remember to wear your UFOs. Because if you don't, then even bad stuff can happen. I'm not wearing UFOs, so that's why I died. Always remember to wear your UFOs. Anyways, we're gonna start. We could start a normal game, or we could just look around. We're gonna push that in a second. And here's the teams. We can resettle the teams and join each of the teams if we want. So let's go ahead and look around. You right-click this to return back to the lobby, but I'm not gonna do that. So, anyways, as you can see, this map is pretty big. The lobby is similar to the one in the normal hide and fart map. I don't even know if we showed the lobby in that one. I might actually have to go through that one as well. But anyways, we have a fountain in the center that all the players spawn at. And then we have this giant room in here. There's not very many secrets in this room, in it at least, but there's a lot under. There's a little ring called the underground that you can enter through the fountain. There's tons of different entrances to there. Occasionally you will find signs that just have random gibberish written on them. This one's just pure satire, but you can press a button here and it puts you through a complex redstone contraption that puts you into the underground. As you can see, there are plenty of ways to get into the underground, but you actually can't get out through these. The only way to get out is through these little obsidian little chamber things that push you out back to the main lobby area. You can see paintings occasionally. Now, you can only go through some of them, and when I say some, I mean 90% of them, but some of them only go one way. So odds are, as the map stands, if you see a painting, you can go through it, but I'm probably going to go through and add a lot more paintings and retexture them whenever we play the map. So, yeah, I'm going to retexture them to funny aspects of my life. I'm going to have a cube, I'm going to put Jimmy Creeper in one of them, and then I'm also going to put my dad's high school senior photo in one of them as well. Let's go through this hallway first. There is a downstairs section. This is a very small basement, by the way. So yeah, anyways, we just have this little thing here. Occasionally you will find sculptures. This one's called Water Snake, and it's just a giant snake. But as you can see, there's a sign up there, and a lever, and a trapdoor, and a button. I'll do that in a second, but that means you can get inside. And how you get inside is there's a secret lever you can activate underneath the stairs, and it goes through this. And this is a complex redstone contraption that I designed myself, and you can push it, and it pretty much just pushes you back into the thing. So yeah, anyways, it pushes you into the sculpture, which is some pretty cool bananas. And yeah, you can just swim through the sculpture. I don't ever run out of breath, so technically you could just hide in here for all you want. But yeah, anyways, you can go through this, and you can come out this way. It's even cooler bananas as well. You can go ahead and flip the levers to get in and out. There isn't much to this room. It's pretty much just a sculpture, and you can press this button to enter the underground through this little tunnel here. And yeah, here you go. Going back up to the first story, we have a stairwell here. I'm going to talk about that in a second. We have this room over here. It's a fairly normal room. You're going to see these TVs every once in a while. This lever doesn't really do anything. It's supposed to be a really cheapo mouse. You know, the ones that you can get on Wish for 50 cents. But yeah, anyways, just a normal bed or whatever. These little flora decoration things, odds are you will probably be able to go underneath them almost all the time. I don't think there's one that you can't go through. Just saying. As I said, you can go through most of the paintings. So I can go through here. Anyways, there's some toast and some more toast. And careful, there's a head jump here, and you can actually enter this painting as well, where you can enter the painting, or no, not the painting. You can enter the trapdoor parkour thing through here. So anyways, there's a lot of parkour here. Same thing with head jumps. It's a really good head jumper practice. And there's a lot of them. If you ever mess up on any one of them, you can just go through the paintings here. These just say enter and exit, and it'll take you over here. So yeah, pretty simple. I made this one early on as well, and I'm pretty sure you can just fall in here. You made it, yay, and it just takes you back into this room, so there's like really no prize. Going up the stairwell, there's more rooms to go through, but there's actually many different secrets in this stairwell. If you ever see a big jumble of paintings like these, odds are that it's one of the inter-hallway painting areas, because you can go through these paintings and they have a ton of different secrets inside. Not all of them are used by, what's it called? Signs. Sometimes they use fence gates, and if you try to close them, they open themselves. And if you try and hit the paintings, it doesn't work. So yeah, I'm a smart map maker. This is two identical tunnels, but there's a button in the middle that just activates the piston. Doesn't really do much. This one leads back out to the same hallway, and this one leads to this hallway, while this one leads to this hallway. Complex stuff. I'm gonna go to those hallways last, actually. There's a little hidden compartment in here that whenever you press the button takes you back to the first story. If you were fast enough, which it doesn't really take a good eye to do it, you can see that there's a painting behind the pistons. If you're fast enough, you can enter them, and you can enter yet another inter-hallway painting area where it has this, and it's just kind of a jumble mess. But it goes to this hallway, and the other one as well. There's one more secret in here, and that is underneath here. I left a gap there on purpose. There is a button here that you can use to enter the underground through this tunnel. I already showed you that one went from the basement. And one thing that you should know about me, I like to hide secrets within secrets. So there's actually another thing within that little area. If you stay right where it drops you, the piston pushes you under, and you can enter this little compartment here to take you back into the basement. And it works really well. Let me close this really quickly. There we go. Going on to the second story hallway over here, this just takes you straight back through to this thing, and it's secret number 127 or 134. I lost count. There's also this thing. Once again, you can enter through it, but it takes you to a secret little, it's like an entire little narrow wing. I'll show you that in a second. There's another entrance to it. This right here, it's a very simple room. It actually goes into a couple of different hallways, and this right here takes you to a different room. I'll show you that later. Anyways, there's a desk over here. Anyways, you can go in here. More TVs. This painting takes you back out to this hallway with hoggle, boggle, hoggle, and hoggle. And anyways, I thought these all said hoggle, and then I saw that one said boggle just now. It's been a while since I've worked on this map, and then I finished it recently. So anyways, there's a secret lever back here, and it opens this door. And now that I think about it, I should have had one of these levers activated, but I couldn't figure that out. Anyways, it leads you to that secret wing I just mentioned, and you can actually close the thing like that. This is a very weird hallway. It looks almost like something out of an MC Escher painting and then put into a really lame portraying in Minecraft by a 6-year-old. What it is it's pretty much just a bunch of different hallways that interchange. I actually had this come to me in a dream about a year ago, and I built it in reality. You can hide down here. There isn't really much stuff down here. It's just a random little thingy. But you can also go down each of these, and yeah. There's a thing up here. This right here is that flora thing that I was talking about. Then there's a secret lever in here that can close and open this. It should have been closed, but it also puts the post back in, which I like. And this right here takes you into the underground via a secret tunnel. If you're going back up here, then you can actually, there's two different exits here. There is the Hui door, like I like to call it, and it goes into this painting in this room. It's actually kind of funny seeing me pop out in a painting like that. Anyways, I showed you this room a couple of minutes ago. And then if you go here, there's actually a secret tunnel with something and nothing. And it activates this inverse Jeb door that drops you into here. Now, you probably saw a lot of creeper heads for a second. I'm going to show you this part in a little bit because there's a serious lack of context. Going back into this room, there's another room over here which leads you into the second hallway. This room right here is actually 2-story, and you don't take fall damage in this map. This guy, it belongs to this hallway over here. This is pretty much just it just goes between the hallways and goes up to the second story. This painting you can't enter. This one you can, and it leads you into this. There's a couple of names here, George and Ryan. If anyone is named George and Ryan, then you're famous in this map. But if your name is Curious George, then you're actually just a meme. And if your name is Ryan's World, I'm honored that you're watching my channel. So if you end up in here, you can drop through here. This, a couple more names, Bill, Jimmy, Bob, and Gus. If you're named all of those, then you're also famous. This takes you back into this room that I just showed you here, which has entrances from both the second and first stories. There is a TV here with a Rubik's Cube, a PS Switch, a Nintendo Switch, a PS5, and an Xbox One. And this guy doesn't really care about hygiene, so he has a McDonald's burger, some fries, and I forget what that is. Going through this painting back into here, you can actually drop down into this. This is a stairway. I'll show you that in a second, but it takes you to this painting. Takes you into this painting, which is one way. It's one of those special one-way ones. If you go down this hallway here, you're going to see another sculpture, and this is what I just fell into. It's called the McDonald's Creeper Uprising of 2002, and this happened to be Urbine's first job until August of 2010, as you can see just right here. And he's serving a bunch of burgers and fries and drinks to this massive horde of creepers that I happen to be a part of, or at least as a baby. So, if you want math, I was -6 years old when this happened. Going back to this secret tunnel, you can actually enter this sculpture from above, and you can become a part of the creeper horde. And it's kind of funny reliving my past, even though I don't remember this since I was -6 years old. But there's a secret way to get out if you just hit this button here, and you gotta be quick because the door closes. Mysterious Elmos. Don't look them in the eye, they'll kill you. If you go out here, there is a tiny little yard area that you can get out of here as well. It looks like you're escaping the map, but you aren't, and I'll show you that in a sec. Going back out here, there's two different backyards. This one is just a giant pit of death. Whee! Ha ha ha, I fell into that pit and I already found a bug in my map. So after a long time of troubleshooting, oh my gosh, it's still going. After a long time of troubleshooting, I've decided to, what is hell? After a long time of troubleshooting, I've changed the pit. It is now a giant pit of lava instead of sending you straight to the void. Because of some problems with death and stuff. It actually soft locks you. So when you're just looking around, you don't die. You just get teleported straight back to the beginning. But if you were actually playing the map, then you would get sent straight to some lava and you'd probably burn to death. But actually, now that I think of it, you might just get teleported back here. But that's okay, because I've already spent long enough troubleshooting that, so I don't care anymore. This is the actual backyard, as you can see. There's a couple of things here. Over here, we have the weird block. Then, there's a couple of things over here. First of all, you can actually get on top of the fences over here. But don't worry, this is intentional, because there's barriers past this point. There is a door that leads you up to the mezzanine, where you can only get out using magma blocks. And over here is that exact little area that I showed you with the mysterious Elmos. The only way to get out of this area is to glitch on top of a fence post, and it's annoying. Fire damage is turned off because of the soft lock in the pit, and now I can't. Alright, I'm gonna have to... there's so many soft locks to this map. I'll just fix them later. The Omega Cobblestone Block of Truth. Enter if you dare. There's a there's a bottom and a top, and ignore that illegal fence post. Anyways, if you go to the top, there's just a really, really dumb 5x5 maze. It's really easy to solve, and it just takes you straight back down to the bottom. And here's that little doorway that I showed you. But if you press this button, then it takes you to a secret tunnel into the underground, just like this. And you can enter the underground like this. Next hallway is over here, and this one has a lot to share, but this right here is kind of like an indoor basketball court. There's some locker rooms over here, and then there's also a sports equipment room, but because the people haven't moved in yet, it's empty. Anyways, there's the basketball hoop over here, and the grates over here, both of them actually hold secrets. But to describe that, I'm going to have to show you something first. There is a giant, like, spiral staircase or whatever that leads up to the auxiliary third story, but there's a space underneath the stairs I had to fill. So to get in there, you have to push this hidden button, which isn't really that hidden. And you have to go through what I call the annoying mechanism, because the mechanism is extremely annoying. You have to shift into here and be in pretty much exactly the center of the block, and then jump on top of the iron things. And if you're not in the center of the block, you'll get pushed out, and if you're too far to the right, and if you're too far to the left, you'll just get pushed under. So it's really annoying. Then you get put into this room full of buttons, don't ask, and you can push any one of them by the door to get out through this one-way painting. This over here is pretty much a 3-story maze. This one is pretty self-explanatory. It has a couple of holes in a couple of places, but it actually takes you, a couple of them actually take you to this room over here. This one takes you in and out of that. That staircase I was showing you, that has an entrance in here through a really weird and misplaced door. Don't worry, every MC Creeper project has one. There's also a couple of paintings here that lead you back into this. I'll show you the 3rd story later, but there's also a Flora thing, which of course can enter through the room, although I don't really know why you'd want to do that. You might have noticed a button up here. If you push this button, FYI, this is one of the most dense secrets I've made in this area. If you push the button, you can enter this little area right here or underneath the jet doors where you can actually get pushed into a tunnel where you can activate this button to get into the next hallway. But wait, there's more! If you go over here and stay at the piston, then you can actually get pushed inside another tunnel. But wait! You can push this button, which for some reason you can't reach in adventure mode. Oh, you can jump into it. And you can mess with people. I hope that didn't ruin it. You can also go inside this tunnel, and it leads you to the 2nd grate in the basketball hoop with yet another annoying mechanism. And yeah, see, like that time. That didn't work. But wait! There's more! If you go back inside that same... Oh my gosh. If you go back inside this same tunnel, and then you push this little button over here, it doesn't just activate the annoying mechanism. It also activates a secret tunnel in here, which takes you into the underground. But wait, there's more. Just kidding, that's the last one. If you go up here, there's like an entirely new section, and I'm going to show you only one part of it for right now. This is called the Pit of Parkour. The thing is that this is just full of parkour, and there's also a weird piston thing down there. There's also supposed to be a moving trapdoor, but for some reason it keeps breaking itself every time I reset the map. There's tons of these different like little tunnels that you can see. There's some over there, one up there, one over there. I'm going to eat really quickly. There's a Annoying Mechanism 2.0 inside that tunnel if you're interested, and I'm not really going to show this area. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'll show you the rest of the 3rd story later. I have some more on the bottom 2 stories to show you. And don't worry, I'm almost done with the bottom 2. If you can go in here, this is another little painting thingy that you can go through. I actually already showed you this before. Anyways, this is the cafe. Now, I wanted to add a menu up there, but it's the cafe's kind of empty right now. As I've said, the people haven't fully moved in, so things aren't fully furnished yet. But anyways, there's a waiting line over here, and it can get kind of long, so I just kind of like to, jump over the things. Don't tell anyone. But you can also get rid of the thing just by retracting this lever, and you can just go straight across, because, there's those things that, grocery lines and stuff. You can go through over here, and you can order your stuff, watch them cook it. As I said, the appliances are not here yet. Ignore that very annoying noise down there. Believe it or not, all of these seats you can actually sit in, and it looks kind of funny, like... Hang on, wait, let me get in one that's actually facing the right direction. I'm waiting for my friend as he shows up. Of course, he's never going to arrive. He's not online right now. There's also a 2nd story to it, but the fastest way to get to the 2nd story is through the Netherite Creeper, which is the 3rd and final, sculpture in this entire area. If you're on the 2nd story, there's the Netherite Creeper over here. It's the final one, and a total of square root of -1 ingots were used in making this. Anyways, the entrance, there's also an entrance fort down there, but you can also get on top of this in many different ways. There's an entrance out the back, the wazoo, and there's a couple of interesting things. First of all, it's a cursed ladder that I got while watching a spectator video. Thank you, YouTube algorithm. You can just literally climb up it like normal, but it looks super cursed. And if you're interested in trying to move the trapdoors, it just resets itself thanks to a very handy-dandy /clone command. And do top drops is turned off as well. You want to jump 3 blocks in 2 jumps? Well, you can do so right here. You can jump on these strategically placed heads on the wall, and you can also do it with an enchantment table as well. Anyways, so you can do that, and then you can just go back up here like this. If you manage to get up here, there's some more tables up here, although I don't really know why you'd want to use these, because, like, there's literally no way. You'd have to go all the way around the mansion just to get up here. But anyways, you can push this button right here, and it's handy if you're trying to run away from the, Seekers, because you can push this button and the Seekers can't follow you because there's a block in the way. It doesn't retract until the thing is closed. There's a couple more secrets within this area, though, and one of them is small, and one of them is big, and the big one is where you're hearing that noise from. If you manage to get up here, you can actually get onto this little thing, and you can go through these paintings over here, and it's a giant painting maze. And this painting maze, like, you can very easily get lost in it. What the... Okay, I don't know what that's about, but yeah, you can very easily get lost in it, and if you fall into this little area, and don't worry, there's only one of the holes, you can get inserted into the very back corner of the maze. Now, if I remember correctly on how to get out, it's right here. There we go. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you can get your hunters lost in there. And also, if you want to get into this, if you see an iron trapdoor, odds are you can go through it. And the way you get through this one is if you flick this lever, there's a split-second timing where the trapdoor actually opens. And then you can go through this really annoying tunnel to get to this area. This is the underground tube. And there's a couple of really annoying doors here that you cannot stop. It's just part of the annoyingness, and I'm going to turn that off really quickly. That's actually kind of weird. They're moving and not making a sound. This is pretty much like, what's it called? Whack-a-mole. You can go ahead and enter any one of these doors, and you can go through this as well. And there's a giant maze system underneath, and it goes through every single one of these wooden trapdoors in the floor, and you can get up using them. And there's a lot of them, and you can really confuse your hunters. Except for if you go in this one, it just leads back into this one over here. So anyways, that's about it for this little area. I'm going to get away from these and turn back on my blocks. I've noticed that if I turn off my sounds, I forget to turn them back on. So anyways, yeah. If you want to get out here, you can just go underneath this really, really weirdly placed thingy. And you can go into the underground just like that. Anyways, I'm almost done with the entire map. There's just a couple of things that I need to show you first. So that is, the rest of the stuff is on the third story. And then the fourth story, which is known as the roof, there's not much up there. But anyways, over here, there's like a little bit of like a court hall sort of thing. This was supposed to be a dance party, but there wasn't enough room to put observers and lamps. And even if I did, then it like completely lagged out the whole game and like dropped the frame rate by like 3,000%. So anyways, all of these paintings, pretty much all of them, you can go through. You can't go through them in all of the places, but you can go through them in some. Anyways, these ones just take you back to the same stairwell. These ones, like all the ones that you see on these walls here, except for that one over there and the Donkey Kong one, take you to what I call the 4-room painting maze. The room starts over here, and there's a little button over here that if you go through it, takes you back to the second story. I am known for my arbitrary map work, okay? So anyways, you can go through this painting over here, and you can go through this one to go into the second room over here. And this one is really interesting. This one goes out here. This one goes out here, but you have to shift to get through it, which is kind of funny. And then this one is normal painting, takes you into the third room, and you have to shift to get to this one as well, where it just leads you back into room 2. There's a couple of paintings underneath here as well. This one takes you back out. This one takes you into a secret tunnel. I'll show you that one in a second. And then this one takes you. Oh, hang on, wait. Actually, I'm just going to show you the secret tunnel now. So if you go through the secret tunnel here, there's another painting over here in this hallway, and another painting into this Donkey Kong one. But if you go all the rest of the way up, you actually get to the roof. Where you can just kind of, you know, hang out and just chill like a chinchilla. But if you go over here, then there's like a little bit of a tunnel over here. And don't worry, you can jump this pretty easily. It's just 2 blocks. But if you somehow fail, it's guarded by barriers and you can't crawl underneath. So anyway, you can go over here and you can get on top of the chandelier, a staple of any hide and fart map. But anyway, yeah, you can just shoot a bunch of people from some unsuspecting hunters. And to get down, you can either just fall or you can just go through this trapdoor right here. Going back to the third story, there's one more thing that I haven't showed you yet, and that is this. This right here is the most... This is the most OP tunnel in the entire map. And if you can get up here, then you can go to about half of the corridors in the entire map. So this is pretty much just a giant corridor full of iron doors that can take you to various different hallways in one of the corners of the map. And this takes you to about half of the hallways and rooms in all of the entire map. This one goes over here. Oops, I got locked out. This one's over here. This one is over here. This one actually is 2. Wait, what was that one? Yeah, it doesn't last long, so you got to be quick. That one's over there. This one's over here, just like so. And then this one is over here. There's one more secret that I always forget to show, and it is this button right here. It takes you into a little bit of a tunnel right here. Now I'm going to have to crouch, so anyways, it takes you and drops you straight through a swish into the basketball hoop in the court. And that's the whole... No, I forgot one more thing. I didn't show the top part of this hallway yet, and there's one more thing that I need to show you. It's right here. This is called the Maze of Doors. And it's pretty much like that 3-story maze over here, but it's only 1 story. And it's really, really confusing. And if you make it to the back over here, you can get it to this door, where you can just kind of, you know, hang out. It just takes you straight to the backyard. But if you happen to get on top of the Omega Cobblestone Box of Truth, you can get up to this window. And if you're skilled enough, you can make the jump to get onto this little thingy right here. Now, there isn't anywhere you can go through here. There's tons of barriers everywhere. You can't actually go past, but you can climb on these fences if you want. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the whole map. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope I don't get my fingers stained again. Cool, I'm stain free. I dare say this water does taste kind of weird. Anyways, you might as well just cut me off.